Hey guys, it's Ethan here, and welcome to another Slayer Guide. In this Slayer Guide, we'll be covering the Slayer Master and Catablepon-Ice. Now, John will be coming out with a video after me covering the second half of it, so stay tuned for that video. And before I get started, to use this Slayer Master, you have to have level 20 combat, so make sure you have 20 combat and then head over there. So I'll be using the same setup in armor. I have my bandos and whip and Abyssal Whip and Dragon Defender and my Fury, but if you don't have that, then use your best armor and weapons you can. And I would recommend a black mask. Now that is quite a bit of money if you're low level, so if you don't have that, just your best helm, but a black mask is highly recommended. Moving on to the inventory, I have a superset this time. Now it's a little less than 2k, which is not that much, and I upgraded to monkfish. Now they are 300 each, but if you don't have the money to buy a bunch of monkfish, then just go down to like lobster or swordfish, and they're a little bit cheaper than monkfish, but they heal pretty good. This bottom part I will cover when we get to the Slayer task, so with nothing else to say, let's get started. So our first two Slayer creatures will be found in the Stronghold of Security. So first off is flesh crawlers, and the stronghold is just south of Edgeville in this little dungeon. I'm going to quickly show you how to get to the flesh crawlers. So you'll spawn right here at this little entrance, and you go through this gate and come south to this middle gate, the first gate you come to pretty much, and then head east and go all the way north, and then go north again, and then head all the way east to the next gate, and then south, and go down that ladder, which will take you over here to this ladder, which is level 2. Now go all the way south into this little corner down here, and that's where you will find the flesh crawlers. Okay, so flesh crawlers are level 35, and as you can see in this area there is a ton of them, and there is 3 of us here, but there's a lot of them not being attacked, so you can just quickly go through and just knock this Slayer task out fast. Now these do not drop much. They drop, see that's 7 iron ore, so they do drop a little bit, and it will add up I guess if you're low level, but don't expect like some big nice good drops that'll make a lot of cash. But this will be a fast Slayer task and good Slayer XP. Moving on to the next Slayer task, which is also found in the Stronghold, and I'll just start off from the flesh crawlers, which were right here, and we head just to this little like west gate, and then all the way north, and then all the way north again into this ladder that takes you down to the 3rd floor, and then from this it comes out right here, and you just go all the way north into this place where you find Catablepon. I guess that's how you say it. I don't really know. Now these Catablepon, I guess that's how you say it, are level 68, but they do weaken you. They weaken your strength. See that little special attack I just did? That just took my strength down. See, now it's 90 out of 95. I think the max they can take it down is like by 7. So that's why you might want to bring some like extra strength pots, which will get there, boost it back up. So maybe a dragon battle axe to counteract it, but I don't know how often they do it, but they do it, well, I guess they do it pretty often because they just did it to me again. So that might be a pain during this task, so make sure you bring a lot of like strength potions or dragon battle axe or something that'll boost your strength. Now they do drop noted puress, which I guess will add up, so that's probably one of the best drops they will have. And other than that, there's not much to this task. Moving on to Cockatrice. Now, Cockatrices can be found in the Slayer dungeon in the Fumnik province, just east of the Golden Apple Tree. So I'll go ahead and click them. Now they are the third creature in here, so it doesn't take too long to get to them. Now, before you get started, you will need 25 Slayer and a Mirror Shield. Now you can buy a mirror shield from any Slayer Master for a pretty cheap price. Now Cockatrices are level 37, so they're not too high. And here's this mirror shield. Now I'll go ahead and wield it. And sorry about the lag. So notable drops from these are Iron Boots, Mystic Boots Light, Rune Helm, Rune Chain Body, and Cockatrice Head. Now the Cockatrice Head, you can mount it on your wall in a player-owned house, and it kind of looks pretty cool. I've never actually had one. I have a Basilisk one, but not a Cockatrice. But I think the Cockatrice looks a little bit better than the Basilisk, so that might be a drop you might want to get your hands on. Next are Ghouls. Now you can find Ghouls just west of Canifis and south of the Slayer Tower. But if you have done the Fairy Tale Part 1, I think it's Part 1. It might be Part 2, but whichever one it is, to get access to the fairy rings, you can use them, and they will come out right here, which is pretty convenient. And the code is CKS if you have done them. So Ghouls are level 42, and there is a bunch of them. And also a note, they are not undead, so the undead, crumble undead spell and like the Salve amulet, they won't work on them because they are not undead. Some notable drops are the Champion Scroll, which is pretty cool to get. So other than that, they don't like drop anything hardly, but they are pretty high HP, so you might, or life points I should say, you might get some pretty good Slayer XP from these. So that's about it for this task. Next two tasks can be found in the Edgeville dungeon, which is just right here. First off, we have Hobgoblins. Now, you spawn right here, and you go up north to this gate, and then all the way down to this gate, past the mining spot, and you'll find them right here. Now, it says they're down here, but there's actually zombies down here, so just stop as soon as you get right there. Hobgoblins are level 42, and they drop Toadstool Seeds, Snapdragon Seeds, and Champion Scrolls. And they also drop Clue Scrolls level 1. Now, if you're low level, then that will be a pretty good source of money, so definitely pick those up and do them. In my opinion, as soon as you get one, I would stop your Slayer task and go do this Clue Scroll, and then come back, because you might get another one, and that's just more money. So that's my opinion, but some people don't like to do that because it just slows the Slayer task down. But in my opinion, you make more money, so who doesn't want money? Next are Hill Giants. Now they are just south of the Hobgoblins, so they're pretty easy to find. But I would recommend having at least 20 dungeoneering, because you can use the resource dungeon, which will help out a lot, because you will see why in here in a second. As you can see, there is a lot of people here. Now this is a good place for low levels to train, and that's why there's so many people down here. So that's why I recommend having at least 20 dungeoneering for the resource dungeon. So that's why I'm going to show you how to kill them. So in this dungeon, there is a lot more hill giants and very few people. So this will help your task out a lot. And I would highly recommend getting the dungeoneering level, because it'll be so much easier. Now hill giants drop, hang on, they drop Court Summons, Champion Scrolls, and Limp Wart Roots. Now the roots sell for about 1k, so they will add up. And the Court Summons and Champion Scrolls are like a little side thing that you can do just for fun, and maybe get a little reward out of it. But if you get one, I would pick them up just to do it, you know, just to change things up and have a little fun. Next we have Earth Warriors. Now they can be found in the Chaos Tunnels, and just a little heads up for low level players, the Chaos Tunnel can be quite crazy, so be prepared for it. It is in this, well, there's actually many entrances, but I'm going in this entrance just kind of north of Edgeville. Go ahead and click on that. And you will spawn right here by these gargoyles. Now go to this northernmost portal right here. It takes you to the mummies, and go all the way up here to this one, to the monks, and then up here to the dust devils, and then just north right here is the another portal to the black demons, and then go all the way across the black demon area to the earth warriors. Now it actually took me up here last time I was here, and there's actually bronze dragons right here, and the earth warriors are up here. So earth warriors are level 51, and they drop toadstool seeds, snapdragon seeds, lanternine seeds, and a couple other seeds. Now the toadstool seeds, they will add up fast if you get them. They are kind of rare, but they are over 200k each, so it is very nice. And they also drop the champion scroll. So if you get that, I'd go ahead and pick it up and go ahead and do it just to have a little fun, I guess. But this task will be pretty quick because they aren't very tough. They have pretty low defense. So yeah, it'll be a pretty fun task. Last we have Ice Warriors. They can be found in the dungeon right here, just a little bit north of the Mud Skipper Point. Now, you can either start at Fallador and run all the way south to it, or you can do the lodestone to Port Sarum, which is a lot closer. Or if you have your house in Remington, you can teleport to your house and then run past this altar into the dungeon. Now I'll go in dungeon, and you'll start right here, and you go past the muggers, and then north past the pirates, and then east to the ice warriors and ice giants. Now where I'm standing at, there's ice warriors and giants, but if you go up just a little north up here, there's just ice warriors. So ice warriors are level 57, and they do have some pretty good drops, including the rune crossbow, rune longsword, toadstool seed, and clue scroll level 2, which is a little bit higher than the hobgoblins. So I'll go ahead and do that, and you'll probably get a little bit better reward. Now I did forget to show you the fairy rings if you've done the quest, and the code is AIQ, and after this kill I'll go ahead and show you. So the fairy ring is just right here on the actual Mud Skipper point, so it is probably the fastest way to get there. So if you have done the quest, definitely use that. The code again was AIQ. So that is it for this Slayer guide, and John will be coming out with the second part of it, so stay tuned for that. And we cut out all the repeated ones from the first Slayer Master into this one, so if we didn't cover your monster, then go back to our previous video and it will cover it. And I'll put the list of all the Slayer monsters I went over in the description, so you don't have to go through and watch the whole video and then end up not having the monster you need to see. So I'll go ahead and put that in there to save some time. And as always, please comment, rate, and subscribe if you like our videos, and stay tuned for John's video coming up soon. Thanks for watching.